Good evening, guys. I just wanted to record a very quick video because I've had lots of comments over the last few days. I've had people messaging me about various things. I've spoke to a number of you already, and I just want to do a video to clarify some things for you so I don't have to answer questions individually. Obviously, if after this video you still have questions, then please do message me and I will respond individually, but I thought this would be easier just to clarify some of the questions that I'm having. So from next week, from Monday, we are going to be doing sessions back in the studio for groups, okay? Now, Nikki's put a timetable out. There are some sessions that are in the studio, only in the studio. There are some sessions that are in the studio and online at the same time. So, for example, spinning will always be at the studio, although it doesn't start back at the studio till Thursday morning. There will be online classes on Monday because all the bikes are being serviced on Monday. So, for example, you can spin at the studio, or if you have a bike at home, you can spin at home and join in the class virtually. Pilates, the same thing. Stretch, the same thing. Boxing, the same thing, yeah? All these classes, you can do them at the studio or at home, okay? So that's clear. You just need to make sure that you book in to the session on Kooks for either in the studio or online, and make sure you book into the right session because class spaces in the classes are limited in the studio. Spinning is capped at 14 as it always has been. Pilates, any class upstairs, Pilates, kettlebells, stretch, boxing is capped at 8, okay? So that's the play for group classes, okay? And everybody can do all of those classes, yeah? Now, the next classes that we have, the next tier of classes, if you like, are pure movement and pure strength, okay? So pure movement will be taking place with a cap of 6 people, okay? And pure strength will be taking place with a cap of 8 people. Now, to do pure strength and pure movement, you have to be a pure member or a personal training member, okay? If you're a group member, you can't do those classes, okay? Now, those will be much more closely coached sessions, okay? And it is impossible to do pure strength classes at home because we are using barbells to do the exercises with, okay? And you need to know what you're doing with them and you need the equipment to do it. So it's not practical or possible to do pure strength at home, okay? Pure movement is going to now become much more movement based, as the name suggests, okay? So we're going to be looking at single joint stuff. We're going to be looking at single side stuff like single leg lunges, presses, a lot more movement and mobility focused movements, okay? And pure strength is going to focus on the big 4, okay? Push, pull, hinge and squat. And each pure movement run will focus on 4 movements, and then the next time it's run, it will focus on different movements. Now, you can do, if you're a pure member or a personal training member, you can do 1 pure movement session per week, and you can do up to 2 pure strength sessions per week. But this is important, okay? Pure strength runs in 7-week blocks, because you work through certain rep ranges and you progress over those 7 weeks up to a culmination point, which is the final week. And then we start another run of 4 exercises. So you can't just drop in and out of pure strength. You don't have to do the same session every week, but if you start pure strength next week, you need to commit to do 7 weeks, at least 1 session per week for 7 weeks. You can't come 1 week, not the next, then come the next week, then not the next. You know you can't just drop in and drop out. You need to make a commitment because otherwise the session won't work for you. It won't be practical for you. It won't be effective for you, and you may get injured, okay? So it's to be safe, you have to do it every week, okay, because of the way the sessions are structured and the way that they will progress. So hopefully that's clear, okay? Pure movement, you can drop in, drop out if you want, but you can do a maximum of 1 of those per week, okay? Fitness and conditioning, okay? It's not practical for us to do it back in the studio from next week because we still can't have lots of people moving around in a circuit fashion, okay? But the plan is From June the 21st, when restrictions are set to lift, we will then introduce a fitness and conditioning or a circuit type class once or twice a week, which you can do with us in the studio on the group membership. And you will also, if you are not local and you want to do that and sign in online, you can sign in online and we will do our best to help you through that session as well. That will be the fitness conditioning stroke circuit session that we do. But that will not be added until restrictions are further lifted 21st of June as is set at the moment. Okay, so hopefully that's clear. What else did I want to say? The timetable will be continually assessed, because what I don't want to happen is classes to be run with only 1 or 2 people in them. I would rather have fewer sessions with more people, obviously not exceeding capacity, but we need to be sensible with the way that we allocate the trainers to teach classes. So the reviews of the timetable will be constantly under review. If we need to add more of a certain class, we will. If a class is running with 1 or 2 or 3 people, we may change that to something else or take that away. So we're just going to this has been a difficult period for everyone to kind of keep managing these changes in restrictions and that sort of thing. So we're coming out of it now, but we're going to kind of add spinning classes as we need to, add fitness and conditioning and circuits as we need to, and look at the way things are. So hopefully that makes things very, very clear. If you do have any further questions after that, please do let me know. Quick reminder, this weekend I need spinning bikes back Saturday or Sunday because they're being serviced on Monday. So I need every single spinning bike that's out to be back this weekend, okay? Because they're being all serviced on Monday. Also, I'm going to need to get all kettlebells back, and in general, just equipment that you may have at home that you've borrowed over lockdown 1, lockdown 2, lockdown 3. We're going to need to start getting that all back. So if you have equipment at home, please do get that back to us next week. Okay, hopefully that's clear. Any questions, please do let me know. Hopefully that's nice for people. All classes kicking off, the timetable's up and running. For those of you who have enjoyed doing kind of like the at-home strength and fitness and conditioning and circuit type stuff, that will be back when we can operate it better in the studio from hopefully the 21st of June. Okay, cool. Stay safe, stay strong. See you next week. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.